right now with Maria, who is cooking up a very delicious royal recipe that I think everyone is going to want to make this weekend. Do it, Maria. Do it. There you go. In honor of the royal wedding, it's a lemon elderflower mini bundt cake. Look at how adorable that is.
Very fancy.
Also joining us at the counter, and she's equally as fancy, actress from Bosch, one of my favorite shows, Amy Aquino.
Welcome her. Right?
She made you only the best. That's right, Amy, just like that.
We have to it's more like this. It's,
yes. For you, yes, it is more like that than this. So this recipe is actually featured in Hallmark's newest book. It's called Dater's Handbook, which is available today. And the book is based on the Hallmark Channel original movie starring Meghan Markle, who is going to be the lady of the hour at the moment. So Meghan's character is named Cass, and she has an inner sweets monster, a self-proclaimed inner sweets monster. Now, as you can see on the cover of that book, she has two suitors. One is the fun-loving Robert, while the other one is the very sophisticated George. So Robert indulges her inner sweets monster and loves it. George disapproves in a sort of very disapproving way. So I think we all know who she should end up with.
Bye, George.
Bye, George.
See you later. And what I love is the Hallmark books are based on the movies that we love. And so it's a great way to really get to know the characters, like get really in depth and know the characters that you love. And each of these books include, my favorite part, a recipe that's so fun to make. And these ones specifically are because Harry and Meghan are having a lemon elderflower cake at their wedding. So I think we should all have our own cake because that's how I roll.
You guys
and these mini bun cakes. So I'm so excited to make these.
And I would just like to say, how ahead of the curve was Hallmark?
Right.
They put this recipe in this book way before we knew that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry were going to be. Yes.
They know how to pick.
This was in the book a long time ago.
Impressive.
Yes.
That's right. All right. So, what do we do first?
All right. So we have right over here we're going to get to this, but this is our butter and sugar, as all recipes should start with. And then we're going to get our dry and wet mixtures together. So this is yogurt. Yogurt is what's going to mix with our leavening and make it nice and puffy and wonderful, but it adds a nice, beautiful richness.
It is
totally
it's super healthy.
It's like healthy.
Yes.
Sure. And so let's do, this is the lemon, lemon juice, and then lemon zest, because the zest is really where, as you know, Debbie, you cook with lemon a lot, it has a lot of the flavor in there. And then this is the elderflower syrup. So it's essentially like you can buy it already made, but you can make your own. It's like a simple syrup where it's like equal parts sugar and water, but instead of water, you use the elderflower liqueur. And contrary to its name, there's no liquor in it. It's actually just the flavoring of the elderflower flour.
How old is the flour that it becomes an elder?
It's elder. Actually, back in the olden days, Mark, they used said flour to make the liqueur. And so but it's the flowers are so abundant in the UK at this time of year, from like May to June. And
elderflower is actually planning for long-term care.
Long-term.
It's planning for its future. It doesn't want to be a burden on anyone.
Oh my. And then
I just love how many eye rolls I got down the counter when I brought that up.
I tried to make light of it for you, Mark.
All right, so we've got that all mixed together.
We've got that all mixed together.
We're
and
gonna
so
let it sit for a minute.
our butter and sugar has been already mixed together.
Cream.
So it's cream and light and fluffy. And then what you want to do is add your eggs in, one at a time.
There you go.
And then once it's mixed, add the other. I know, I see you stepping back.
I'm wearing white, and I know it's going to come all over me.
But we're working with white ingredients, luckily, from now on.
Right.
All right, so then what we have here is just some all-purpose flour, some baking soda, and some salt. So the powder is going to, or the baking soda is going to mix with all the acidity that we mix in there and make it nice and puffy. And then, Deb, I see you already ready for me here. And so...
Because this is how I do it at home. If I'm ever doing that, I put it in and then go like that.
Okay, here, I'll give you...
You can't get me.
There you go. I'll give you... So a good way to mix these in, once you add a little bit of the flour, do you want...
I've got this down, just so you know.
Okay, mix a little bit of the dry, and then alternate it with the wet. It's just a good way to evenly mix all of it in, and then so that way you don't have to worry about getting any lumps, and it just makes it.
It also keeps the airiness. You want it fluffy.
It keeps it nice and fluffy.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Could you make the bundt cake an actual?
A large one?
Large one.
Yes, you could.
Yes.
Just make sure to adjust
just for me.
your
I don't need the individual size. That individual size.
This is why we're friends, Mark, because you can read my mind. So So yes, you can, but adjust your baking times accordingly because a lot of times for a big bundt cake like that, they can take almost an hour to do. So just make sure, yeah, you're adjusting the baking time. So you can see it's just beautiful. And then we have some already mixed up that we can put into.
So eventually it comes together and looks just like this.
Just like that. Thanks,
I'll move
Deb.
all these.
And then, so what we did is put it into a piping bag here, and then
I always make a mess. The piping bag is brilliant.
Brilliant. These are great. I have a bajillion of these. And so this is your mini bundt. This is your mini bundt,
It's like
little lobes here. And so what you want to do is use like a cooking spray to cover it, but if you don't have it around, you can use some butter and flour if you don't have that. So you could just do that as well. So you want to put them in.
So halfway.
Right.
About halfway, because these are gonna
They're gonna poof up.
poof up.
And you can make a piping bag out of a Ziploc bag, right?
That's right.
You can.
That's
oh,
right.
look at
And you can make
you.
I'm the big domestic goddess.
I've heard that about you. The big freezer bags, they're almost the size.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Smart.
So this goes in 350 for 17 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
Until they bounce back, and you can even put a toothpick in to know that they're done.
Look
this
how
is what they
fast.
look
In
like.
no time.
Amazing.
Yeah, when they're
Okay.
small, it's so great. And then what we're
And then let these cool for a minute.
So you want to let them cool. Yeah, give it at least like 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
And this is the elderflower syrup that we had mixed up before.
even more elderflower
Even more,
on top.
what this does really, it kind of just seals in, because the cake itself has just a kiss of it. And then this really just locks in a lot of the moisture and the flavor. And then, just to keep going on with our
Elderflower theme.
fanciness, so this is just a glaze. And the glaze has elderflower syrup, powdered sugar in there, and then you can just drizzle it on.
The Brits are big fans of the elderflower.
Yes, they are. Well, it's so
I see
beautiful
why.
this time of year there because you see these flowers in the big, like they come as we look over here, like they're white and they look like
this.
stars,
Yeah.
and you see them all over the countryside. And you can make this thicker too if you want to, just by adding some more powdered sugar. But we are going all out today. We have some buttercream. This is buttercream with the elderflower liqueur in
That
it.
Buttercream is amazing.
No, say it again the way you just said it.
Oh, I don't even know. What did
Buttercream.
Buttercream. Oh, that's it. Oh, yeah.
it was so
my inner
organic.
monster,
Yeah.
sweet monster came
Exactly.
out. So there we go. And then you can take some lemon wedges or little lemon slices and make it so fancy.
So
Fancy.
Look at that.
There
It looks
we
like the bundt cake is wearing a fascinator.
Yes.
The bundt cake's got a beautiful fascinator ready for the royal wedding.
Oh my gosh.
My.
How is it? Isn't it good?
It's so bright.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, it's really
delicious.
Bright and fresh and happy. Yeah.
Oh,
It's the equivalent of a Cinnabon in England.
There you go. Enjoy.
Better.
Enjoy. Everyone's going to enjoy and want to check out the Royal
Hold on,
Movie
we have it
Marathon.
here.
It is this Saturday. You're invited, May 19th. It's all leading up to the world premiere of Royally Ever After. It's at 9/8 Central, right here on Hallmark Channel.